Hey guys, we got a little plumbing issue to investigate. And by the way, you can also investigate that subscribe button and just go ahead and click it. See you right after this. All right guys, so we got a sink right here that doesn't seem to be draining properly. So we're gonna check it out, see what the problem could be, and talk about some solutions that can fix this if this is a problem for you. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna close up the sink. I'm gonna pull this up. Then we're gonna fill it with some water. Okay, so that's a good amount. So let's see how it drains. I'm gonna push this down. Seems like it's going down pretty well to me. Okay, that water went down pretty fast. So I don't know, maybe the debris, if there was any, finally loosened up and went on its merry way. But in case it didn't, let's look at some solutions that could help you out here in a situation like this. Number one, you can get one of these. It's a drain snake, kinda. It has some Velcro on the tip right there. So when you stick it in your drain, it'll catch on to whatever's in there. Hair, debris that's built up down there. This Velcro tip can grab onto it and you can twist it around and pull it out. It's great for getting hair out of there, which is usually the main culprit when it comes to clogged drains. So I'm gonna loosen this here. And see what this does. Okay, I'm twisting it around just to make sure it grabs onto whatever's down there. Okay. So it grabbed onto something here. Can you guys tell me what that is? I hope you're not eating. I hope it didn't spoil anybody's appetite, but yeah, it's always gonna be some kind of muck or debris built up down there. That's just the nature of it. So don't be too disgusted. See if I can clean it off a little bit. And it looks like that made it worse, but that's just tissue paper. It's not gonna do too much damage. Okay, so that's about as far as this is gonna get us. So I'm gonna put the cap back on. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here on the bottom and we're gonna take this P-trap off and see what's in there. Like I said, the water's running pretty good, so I doubt there's any major obstacle in these drains. Something may have loosened up already. All right, guys, so I shed a little bit more light on the situation. No pun intended. Yeah, but I did add some light just to give you guys a more clearer visual of what I'm doing down here. So this is what's called a P-trap, okay? It's shaped like the letter P. You know, I did a video on P-traps and S-traps if you guys want to check that out and see how they work. But basically, this is filled with water right here. So when water comes down the drain, some water settles in here and it stays there. And the reason for that is to prevent sewage fumes from coming back up your drain and into your house. The water that's sitting in there will absorb those fumes and prevent it from coming out into your house. And that's the reason why these things are configured this way, right? So that's called a P-trap. We're gonna take this off and see if we find any debris. I'm gonna put a dishpan underneath here just to catch any water that's leaking out of there. So that's tip number one. Make sure you got something to catch the water, a bucket or something like that. Dishpan is a little better because it's not as high as a bucket and it'll give me more access instead of having a bucket in the way. And since we're getting ready to do a plumbing project, albeit a very small one, we should always turn the water off just to avoid someone accidentally turning on the tap or something like that while you're underneath the sink. So let's go ahead and turn the water off. I'm gonna turn the cold lines off first. Turn it to the right. Then I'm going to turn the hot line off. Nothing coming out of there. And if you notice, guys, I turn those knobs in a clockwise direction to turn them off. FYI. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to unscrew this right here. Okay. Then we're going to unscrew the back one. Oops. So you see the whole assembly kind of dropped off there, no problem. And we can kind of take a better look inside our P-trap. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. Like I said, got some debris built up around the edges in there. Around the walls, I should say. But it's not any major blockage in there. It's a pretty clear path from what we can see, right? Here's the other end of it. There's a lot of gunk coming out of there, but it's not anything actually blocking the path. You know, you can shine your light on this end and you can see inside. If the light shows up inside your pipe, then you know it's not completely blocked. Give you guys a better look inside that pipe by shining the light on the other end. All right, so we know our P-trap is good. And we can even stick our trusty Velcro snake down the drain again. All right, so I think we're good here. Whatever was in there seems to have cleared itself up. So we can put our P-trap back on. Tighten this. Sure that's tight. Now, whoever installed this plumbing did not bother to thread this portion to this portion. As long as the water drops down that way and it's not an overflow where this can leak, it should be fine. But I would recommend sealing up this portion if this is just not a continuous pipe and you have a breakage right here. And don't forget to turn your water back on, okay? Counterclockwise. Okay guys, we just performed some minor plumbing maintenance. You don't have to feel intimidated by getting up under your sink. Just don't forget to turn the water off first. If you appreciate the content, once again, hit that like and subscribe. And if you really want to support this content, check out the links in the description. We got some great stuff for you there. See you next time.